Hey everybody, this is James Wilson, and today I wanted to share an interesting experience that I had over the weekend and just kind of some of my thoughts on it. I've got a friend here in town who owns a training facility that does the CrossFit program, and so he invited me to get in on a workout of theirs on this last Friday, and so I decided to take him up on it. Thought it'd be an interesting test of kind of where my fitness skills we're at, and something totally different than what I'm used to doing. And for those of you that aren't familiar, the CrossFit workouts are usually characterized by just really emphasizing work capacity above pretty much anything else. And so I definitely do some endurance work, but it's not the main focal point of my workouts. And so I was definitely interested to see what was going to happen walking into a workout that was definitely going to test the work capacity I had. And so I go into the workout not really knowing what to expect, and the workout, it was 30 full cleans, like a clean into a front squat. That's a full clean. 30 of those with 95 pounds. 30 pull-ups where you can use the hips, the little kip pull-up that they allow in CrossFit. 30 of those, and then 400 jump ropes. And so definitely, first, when I heard these exercises, I was like, oh man, I'm in for it, because I haven't really done a whole lot of full cleans lately, and I've never done a kipping pull-up. So, a couple exercises I'm not real familiar with. And so get into the workout, and long story short, we were doing 3 rounds of that for time. And so I was just hoping to, hang on and not finish last. And I ended up actually beating everybody through the workout. And I just thought it was extremely interesting. I'm definitely not saying I'm some sort of great, CrossFit athlete or something like that. Every dog has his day kind of thing. But I definitely did better than I thought that I was going to do. Even if I didn't win. And so I just thought it kind of interesting why I was able to perform well in some sort of, fitness, program like that when I don't train like that. That's not what I trained for. And so as I thought about it, I kind of came up with a 2-part answer. And, the first thing, I think that just the quality of movement that I have, just the fact that the programs that I use and I write really emphasize quality of movement above everything else. I was much more efficient with my movements. And so, in looking around, especially as people were starting to get tired, other people in the workout were definitely not moving with the same efficiency, each rep, as they got tired. And so they started putting out more energy to actually complete, 1 rep compared to what I was. So even though my work capacity was a little less, I think I was able to do more with it because of that quality of movement that I have. And the other thing is, I think I was a little bit fresher for sure, because that workout was definitely a butt kicker. And if you train like that, 4, 5, 6 days a week, then I think that you eventually kind of hit this low-grade overtrained state, where you're not able to work at peak capacity. You're able to work at a pretty high capacity, but not peak. And so I think the fact that I, came into it, relatively rested, definitely gave me an advantage. And so anyways, but those 2 things I think are just kind of an interesting microcosm of the whole volume versus intensity and quality debate, as far as is it better to go for, long periods of time and not, really paying much regard to the quality of the effort, or is it better to pay a lot of attention to the quality of the effort? And so, if you know any of my thoughts on, cardio training, I definitely think that the intensity aspect over the volume aspect has a lot of advantages for us. And so, again, I thought this story was just kind of interesting. I want to share it with you. I get a lot of feedback from riders around the world that do my program that, they're surprised that they experience something similar to this, that they actually do less work, and they're surprised by how good a cardio they actually have. I think the fact that my program really works on just kind of making you move with higher quality and keeping you a little fresher, lets you perform on the trail, to a better degree. And so, realistically, if that's what you're looking to do, is ride better on the trail, and not just train for the sake of training, then, again, this might just be something else to consider when you're thinking, whether to take a volume-based versus quality-based training approach to, to your cardio or strength or pretty much any aspect of your training. So, anyways, just some interesting fuel for thought for you guys. Give you something to chew on there. But anyways, Again, it's been James Wilson. If anybody's got any questions or feedback on this, be sure to send me an email at james@mtvstrengthcoach.com, and I'll be happy to get back to you. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time.